Welcome back, everyone. More proof is emerging today that Joe Biden's policy decisions rest solely on doing the opposite of whatever President Trump did, even if that means reversing very good programs. Today, we are learning the Biden administration canceled the Trump-created Victims of Immigration Crime Engagement Office, or VOICE as it's known. Now, the new Biden-created office seems to be geared to cater to anyone who claims to be a victim, including illegal aliens. President Trump created the office to help frustrated American families get justice when loved ones had been harmed or even killed by a violent thug here illegally. Joe Biden, it seems, would rather help the criminal. And sticking with the Democrats' weak on crime philosophy, Team Biden continues to push policies that limit the number of deportations of criminal illegal aliens, sometimes even violent ones. Florida sued the Biden administration for restricting the use of ICE detainers that allowed so many violent illegals to roam free and harm American citizens. But instead of deporting the real threats to Americans, Team Biden is now pushing the deportation of a man that should be hailed as an American hero. I believe he is one. He is a former Afghani interpreter who worked for the United States military. Zalmay Niazy finds himself in literally a fight for his life. He lives in Iowa Falls, Iowa. Now, the Biden Department of Homeland Security wants to send him back to Afghanistan, where the Taliban would most certainly assassinate him for helping us, Americans. From 2007 to 2009, Niazy risked his own life to help our soldiers defeat the Taliban on that battlefield so they didn't come here to the United States. For that, those terrorists executed Niazy's uncle because he helped Americans. Now our government is denying Niazy's application for asylum in the United States, asylum, because of an interaction he had with Taliban terrorists when he was, you ready for this, just 9 years old. His crime, under threat of death, a scared little boy gave the terrorists a piece of bread no bigger than a cell phone. For that, the United States, Joe Biden, wants Niazy banished. He was that little boy that gave them bread. Consider this. Joe Biden is offering up asylum to nearly anyone who sneaks in through America's southern border, but a man who worked alongside our soldiers in a war zone, he has to go through this. This sort of thing only happens now in Joe Biden's America. Niazy will appear before an immigration judge later this month in Omaha. Let's hope that judge has some common sense. Well, joining me now is that former Afghan interpreter for the United States military, Zalmay Niazy. Zalmay, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
First off, I want to thank you for helping our men and women overseas really survive. And I want to ask you, it's a tough question right off the bat. If they send you back to Afghanistan, how long will it be, Zalmay, before the Taliban kills you?
When I heard that is straight a death sentence for me, sir. It's I don't think I will even make it to my family and to my house. And in the destination from my house to the airport, I will be destroyed and I will be executed by them, because this is how powerful they are and this is how they're running the government right now.
This story makes my stomach churn for you and for America. We should not be deporting you when we have others here in this country that deserve to be deported. You certainly don't. Let me ask you, you love the United States military, no?
I love the United States military and United States country, and that's why I stand with them and sacrificed my life and my family life, and I did what was right. And I will
love
do it
the freedom
again if I
America
get a
provides.
chance. Yes.
You love the freedom America provides? Yes. Now you hear this. What would you like to say to Joe Biden if he is listening, or someone in the White House is listening?
I want justice. Like I said before, that promised, made, but promised hasn't been kept. And there is more than 100 people that I have worked with in different organizations, in different teams, in different armed force units, and they are so frustrated that why is this happening to me, and this is not okay. And
Well, I
what
know
I
the
did as a
senator.
9 years old kid, it was, I thought I was a hero and I protected my family and my parents, but now I'm paying the consequences.
So the way I read that story is that the Taliban shows up with machine guns and threatens to kill your entire family, asking for bread. You don't bring them bread, everybody's dead, correct?
Yes, sir. They don't have any specific place where they are and where their main operation and things are, and they're like, they just show up in villages in different parts, and they will just take whatever you have at home, like robbers and like smugglers and stuff, just for them to survive. They're
Zalmay,
they're
how did the federal government, the United States government, find out about this incident with you being a 9-year-old giving the terrorists bread? Did you volunteer it to them?
Sir, this like I told him, during my interview they told me that have I ever seen the Taliban, and I said I have. They were a government and they were a threat to the whole world, and they still are. I couldn't hide that I haven't seen the Taliban. And they asked me that what was my closest interaction with them, and I said they were so scary and brutal people. And one day they were even harming me as a 9 years old kid. We were playing by our house, and all of a sudden some bunch of them in motorcycles show up and said that you're going home and bring a piece of bread. I went home and mom said that they are so brutal people, just stay away from them. And they threatened us that we will burn your house and we will just bury you in your own house.
Zalmay, I am so sorry that you telling the truth, which really says something about who's leading this government right now, but you telling the truth could lead to your death being sent back to Afghanistan. I hope you keep me posted on this story. Anything we can do to help. And I know you got some powerful people, including Senator Chuck Grassley in Iowa, trying to help you as well. But we are pulling for you. And from the bottom of my heart, a grateful nation thanks you for helping our soldiers overseas. I'm glad you survived that. I hope and pray you survive this one. Zalmay, thank you for coming on
Thank
tonight.
you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, we are going to be following this one, folks. This is just flat out wrong. You know, sometimes you read things, you see things. This one I know is wrong, and I trust and pray. This is still America. The right thing will happen here. That man who's got a great little construction business now in Iowa can stay here in the United States.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.